Oh, hello. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Crypto Crow. It's 2:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And some big news going on with Cardano. Cool. Yeah. So let me get this situated a little bit here because I'm trying some different things here with my windows, and letting chat kind of join me a bit. And let's see, we'll clear that, make that smaller, make that bigger, and I can interact with people in the chat now. There's weird stuff that's been going on, and I guess there was an update. So oh yeah, Atani, I guess I'll start there while chat's coming up. This is Atani.com. I'll throw this link actually in, well, I want to use mine because I'm keeping track. There's a link in the description of this video for this Atani. It's pretty slick. I've been playing with it, and that's the actual interface. So you can actually play with this. It's free, folks. This is free. If you've got a Coinigy subscription that you're paying every month on, you try Atani. It's pretty badass, honestly, and I'm digging it. You can load up a whole bunch of different exchanges. You can chart, you know, I'm just now gonna start using the charting. I might start using this actually instead of my trading view. This is powered by trading view. It's pretty much the same thing. So I'm gonna start messing with my charts on here. And you can pick what exchanges you want to switch to. You can pick all the different pairs available or the different cryptocurrencies available on that exchange. There's a lot. And it's just super easy to use, man. And again, one of the big things is this will actually help you with your tax exports, and it doesn't charge you anything more. It's a slick piece of software. Check the link in the description. There's a thing in my description that says tools I use, and click the Atani. It is free, folks. I've had people like, oh, it can't be free. It can't be free. It is. It's free. And I'm really trying to get involved with this group because I have a picture. I'll show you guys. Maybe that'll is this it? Yeah, this is actually a photo. I'll show you guys. Hold on. This is of my live call with them. And let me see where it be. There. These are a couple of the folks from Atani that I talk with, just so you know, like that they're real people. This she is the co-founder of Atani, and the gentleman on the upper left is actually like part of the marketing group and so forth. And they're not paying me at this point. I already did my paid segment for them. This is all just because I want to, and because I actually like it, and you know, for it being a free piece, even if it weren't free, because honest to God, I thought I was going to have to pay them to use it. And I'm like, can I get a license to test it, play with it? They're like, yeah, just download it. It's free. So, and I was like, really? I'm like, well then how, like, anyway, but check it out because I do think you'll like it. And again, it's free, and it has a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of things you can do. And let me know in the description below if you like it. Any risk using a program like Atani? Well, there's actually, from what I gather, there's actually much less risk using something like Atani than Coinigy, because your API keys are actually locally encrypted on your desktop rather than just being stored in the cloud like on Coinigy. So if you're talking about security, and there are a lot of other features, like I had to set up this crazy long password. Then you have to set up a PIN number on top of it. So there are different like local security measures in place as well that you'll find out when you download it and you set it up. And anytime something like this pops up, I always want to make sure that I want to talk to the people behind it. Because like you guys, I don't trust random software. I just don't. And I don't click links, and I don't download crap that I don't know where it came from or anything. So it wasn't until after I actually had like almost an hour-long live Zoom meeting with some of these folks that I'm like, okay, I'll check this out. I'll download it. And sure enough, I'm like, this is pretty cool. And then we've been swapping emails. I'm like, how can I get involved, and so forth and so on. So looking at Cardano, this is a daily chart, folks, just so you guys know. I had to switch from the 4 hour because when I went back and looked at the chart, the 4 hour was like, I was like zoomed in and it was like this. This is against Ethereum, so you know. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna switch this to the daily because it's just easier to keep track of. And you know, a lot of people are like, are we going to see a dip? We just saw a dip, folks. I don't know where you've been. It's so funny because the psychology of this is such that people see it get to like $1.10, and then they all want it to go back down to 80 cents or 70 cents or 60 cents so that they can buy it with the confidence that it's going to go back to $1 or whatever it was. And so it's just so like some of the stuff I see with people, it's like, it's so silly. It's a joke. Just if you believe in it, pick some up. If you don't believe in it, leave it alone. If you're solely speculating so that you can try and flip it for a quick buck, just go somewhere else. Do that with Bitcoin. Cardano to me is about hodling. This is about, you know, buying in on fundamentals, watching its growth, watching its milestones, its roadmap, the technology improving and expanding. This is to me, Cardano is just not one of those cryptocurrencies you speculate with, because if you do, if you try to short it, if you try to mess with it, you're going to lose. And that's just my opinion. I'm not a super pro trader, but that's just the way I look at it. You don't mess with Cardano now. It's just a totally different animal. And its improvement over Ethereum is bar none. Like, and so, okay. $5 million worth of Bitcoin just moved for the first time since 2010. I'm going to get into some of the news. I'm also going to get into some Crow Trader stuff because, as you can see, I'm profitable so far with 14 trades since the first video I did just a matter of days ago. It equates to, and I'm just trading small amounts, right? But the trades are, I mean, I would be making significantly more money if I were making bigger trades per pair. But I'm just kind of playing around. I did just double my my ADA. I doubled my Cardano to Bitcoin stuff because I've got 7 trades and I'm like making money, but I could be doing much more. To be quite frank with you, I would just be trading like 0.1 Bitcoin in and out of ADA over and over, but I want to have some variables here for you guys. That's really the only reason I'm doing this. But I'm going to go over some stuff. I'm going to show you the different pairs on the different exchanges because CoinTrader works on 3 different exchanges now. So we'll get to that. But so $5 million worth of Bitcoin moved from a 2010 wallet. 100 Bitcoin just moved for the first time in a decade. That means someone held on to those Bitcoin since 2010 while their value went from literally 0 to $5 million. A legend. This is a rare occurrence. To date, only 18 such transactions, wallet movements, have been observed from Bitcoin mined in 2010 or earlier. The stash is worth over $4.8 million at current prices and was last touched in May of 2010. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that somebody had some Bitcoins on an old wallet, kept them this whole time. Talk about hodl. And this is the thing, man. You know, would this gentleman or woman or whoever it is still have all this Bitcoin if they were like leverage trading it the whole time? What are the odds? What are the odds that they would have all of this if they were trying to trade the swings? You know, sell at the highs, buy at the lows, which, you know, I mean, chances are very good he wouldn't have this much. It's about accumulating and holding long term. If you can afford it, you hold throughout the different market cycles until it's gotten to a point where you're like, okay, time for me to retire. That's the way I look at a lot of this stuff, but some people just don't look at it the same way. Now, the big news. Oh, and another note too, I just really want to thank BitBoy because if you look at my channel, since I was on BitBoy's channel yesterday, like what we did was he came on my channel live and we were jokingly talking about him calling me out in a fight on Johnny Kim and Ben Askren's podcast, right? It was all kind of tongue in cheek. But What's funny is I responded to that like, all right, let's see what's up, right? So anyway, as a joke, I figured, all right, well, I'll bring him on. And so we had a really good talk, and he's super cool. And then right after we did the live, we shot the segment for his channel to come out the next day. And I'm pretty sure that interview's already had like 60,000 views. And my channel has grown by over 10,000 subscribers since yesterday because of BitBoy. And that's like, not only is it heartwarming because, I have known BitBoy for years, and I have known BitBoy's struggle, and I have been very well aware of the 2 years where he did everything from, he put a lot of time and a lot of comedic, funny, animated videos and things like that. And he did so many different things. And the thing of it is I feel like because he does pump a lot of different stuff now, he's trying to build a company. And the reality is for guys like us, during the entire bear market, when we're putting out content and we're grinding through it, we're doing it for free. Okay, a lot of the YouTubers that they don't see the money, they don't see the opportunity, they're not doing a bunch of paid comment like during a bull market, they're not doing a lot of this stuff. They just peace out for a year or two and then come back when the market's hot, right? And it's like there's not even necessarily anything wrong with that, but myself and BitBoy and like Crypto Zombie, and there are many others, we've stuck it out for you, with you throughout the times when I lost over 35,000 subscribers during the bear market because people were just checking out. They were like, this is all garbage, this is scam, this is bullshit, crypto's worthless, it's going down, right? And that was the mentality. And we're still pushing through, putting content out for everybody. And for people that say, oh, well, you're only here to pump your bags, you're only here to sell your crap or sell your apps and sell this and shill that. And it's like, no, idiot, that's not why we're here. That's how we pay our fucking bills. That's all there is to it. We are here because of the technology. We are here because of this whole disruption era that we're in. We are first adopters. We are fucking pioneers, and we're the one putting in all the time to educate you because you don't want to. That's why we're here. We're here to try and help you change your life. And in the meantime, if we're able to make money and feed our families and improve our own personal and financial well-being, we fucking deserve it. And that's really all there is to it. And I don't really care that BitBoy pumps this or talks about that or whatever. He deserves it. It's not the people who are intelligently and transparently educating you while keeping you abreast of paid promotions and paid content, while we're educating you at the same time, putting in all the work that you just don't either have the time to do or have the will to do. We're the ones doing that for you. And if we happen to improve our lives because of it, we deserve it. And that's all there is to it. And if you don't like it, go watch fucking Teletubbies or go watch your favorite toy reviews, okay? There's other content on YouTube. You don't need to watch us. I get really frustrated when I see people shitting on YouTubers who do not deserve it. All because why? You want to be noticed? Is that it? You want to be noticed on somebody's comments as being shitty for no other reason than your own jealousy? Or is it because you're jealous that this individual has educated themselves a lot longer than you and is in a better financial position because they got there first? And now they're able to tell other people how to join them and rise up in the ranks, and you don't like that for whatever reason. Because I was reading a lot of the comments on the video, in the interview on BitBoy's channel, and I was just like, man, some people are just smug little assholes and they don't really care what they're throwing out there. They're just throwing nonsense out there out of spite, out of anger, out of frustration for whatever reason. You had a bad day, your wife farted in bed last night, you're frustrated, it kept you up all night. I don't know what the fucking problem is, but there's so many bad attitudes still in crypto and it makes no sense. We are here to educate you to improve your life and ours. We shouldn't be living here just poor and broke all day long, not able to do anything or capitalize on opportunities because you somehow have a problem that we made a few Ethereum to tell you about something that exists. Fuck off. That's all I really have to say. because it's nonsense. We do deserve it. I don't know how many times people have come to me and they've explained, Crow, I've been with you since the beginning. I got into Cardano, I got into Celsius Network, I got into Utrust, I got into this, and they're doing insanely well. And they're doing that because I put hours and hours and hours and hours of time educating myself and sharing that information with you for free. That's all there is to it. And BitBoy does the same thing. And there are many other YouTubers out there. Now, granted, there are a lot of YouTubers out there who, let's just say they're on the shadier side, and they are definitely there to serve themselves. But you know this. You know this when you watch them. Anybody, in my opinion, that's telling you about trading signals on technical analysis, and they're basically trying to push you to do anything, or they're selling trade signals, those are some of the guys I keep an eye on, because that to me is just not good. You should not be trading on anybody else's signals, because if they were making so much money on their trade signals, they wouldn't be on YouTube trying to sell you the same signals. I just think there's a whole other thing to that I don't agree with. And I do know for a fact that there are a lot of YouTubers out there that still do paid promotional content on their channels and do not disclose it, because if they are not in the US, they don't have to. So you have to be very careful, and I get that, but yeah, I don't know. I did totally just go on a freaking wow rant. I need to just calm down. I do get frustrated when I see how many people there are that are just so not appreciative of what so many of us are doing. And you know, it's like, look at politicians. How does a politician who only makes $200,000 a year end up with a net value or a net worth of $100 million? How does that those are the people that you need to be shocked by, not YouTubers who are making a few grand for a video that they've spent, you know, a lot of time educating you on. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. So anyway, I totally did just go park the ego. There's no ego, dude. The ego comes from the chat, from people saying, call him the ego. There's no ego. Well, yeah, no, I do have an ego, actually, because I'm a man. I'm a 43-year-old man, and I'm very successful. I do have an ego. But I definitely don't sit around trying to put others down. That's just nonsensical. So anyway, let's get to the big news, because this is insane. No, I'm not frustrated right now. What's up, Graffiti Kings? Graffiti Kings, oi oi. I can't wait to like start showing people what the Graffiti Kings are working on. There's just some really cool stuff. So Crow went ham. Yeah, I did. All right, so let's get to this. Global Crypto Investment Fund, Fd7 Ventures, to sell $750 million USD worth of Bitcoin to increase Cardano and Polkadot holdings. This was from today at 11:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this basically came out a matter of hours ago. And this is off the hook, if you ask me, and this is very, very telling. Toronto, Dubai-based Fd7 Ventures, a global crypto investment fund with $1 billion in USD under management, announced today plans to sell off $750 million US worth of their Bitcoin holdings over the next 30 days to increase the company's positions in Cardano and Polkadot. Wow. The move will effectively sell off a majority of the company's Bitcoin holdings to purchase rising projects, Cardano and Polkadot. According to the company, the increase in these altcoin holdings will better serve the needs of FD7 investors who are looking to diversify their portfolios in the growing cryptocurrency space. Quote, aside from the fact that Bitcoin was first to market and society has given it meaning as a store of value, I think Bitcoin is actually pretty useless, says Prakash Chand, managing director at FD7 Ventures. Projects such as Cardano, Polkadot, and Ethereum are the foundation of the new internet and Web 3.0. I agree, but they're not buying into more Ethereum, are they? Both the founder of Cardano, Charles Hoskinson, and the founder of Polkadot, Gavin Wood, and that's another thing too. Here's what people don't realize about that interview with BitBoy yesterday. I knew we only had 10 minutes, and I know how I can ramble and talk. And I was like trying to choose my words and try not to go on an 8-hour tangent like I always do. And when we were talking about Gavin Wood, and like his name just completely slipped memory, and I was like on the spot. So yeah, people were like, how are you like a big follower of Cardano and Ethereum and Polkadot, and you don't even know Gavin Wood's name? And I'm like, good point. You're right. I forgot. I'm familiar with Gavin Wood. I know what he looks like. I know what he's done. I know his history and all that. Just totally slipped my mind in the moment. It happens. But yeah, I looked like Joe Biden for a second there. So Dr. Gavin Wood are considered to be two of the brightest minds working in the crypto development space today. Both figures were part of the original 7 co-founders of Ethereum. In their current roles, Hoskinson and Wood led projects that are regarded as having the potential for significant worldwide impact. Cardano's ADA team is working towards a blockchain solution to address the needs of millions of unbanked individuals in Africa and other countries, while Polkadot continues to build out an ecosystem of moonshot projects that enable a fully decentralized platform for Web3 where users are in control. I mean, if this isn't a big testament to what's happening and the transitions going on in the crypto space right now, I don't know what is. So yeah, selling $750 million worth of Bitcoin to increase holdings in Cardano and Polkadot. I mean, Polkadot to me is definitely much more niche and much more focused than Cardano. Cardano, I believe, is going to at some point become the underlining layer to a vast majority of applications we use on a regular basis and don't even know. I do believe that Cardano is going to be that blockchain. And I think it's going to start with the adoption and the education of unbanked countries that need the support. And early on when Cardano was starting to get going and releasing information about how it was ultimately funding development houses and educational houses in Africa, ultimately training facilities to teach the locals how to program and develop using the primary programming languages for Cardano so that they can expand and develop their own dApps on the blockchain and ultimately create what they need rather than having to rely on outside sources to create what's needed for them. So hold on, my wife is calling, and anytime she calls and calls over and over, I need to see what's happening. Yes, I'm live. What's up? Oh, whatever. All right, love you, bye. My wife has a knack for calling me at the worst possible times, or I don't hear from her when she's out. So it's got to be in a period of time that whatever. But she'll call, and if I don't answer, she'll call again, and I'm like, okay. So anyway, this is big stuff, and I thought this merited its own video ultimately because, quite frankly, I think it does. Honestly, I love the wife call. Humanizes you. I'm very human and I'm very married and I have a very big family. But she is the boss, so I kind of have to. She's asking me what I wanted for dinner, and I'm like, whatever. We're both tired because we went to bed crazy late last night and woke up crazy early. We have so much going on. But anyway, so that was big news. I mean, that was really big news. Yes, if I don't answer, she'll kick my butt. She'll climb me like a tree, as has been demonstrated on TikTok several times. The news is beyond massive. Yes, it is. It's beyond massive. And listen, this is just one of the first big announcements like this. Just wait until Goguen launches, folks, because I'm going to be doing articles probably every day forever about the mass exodus from Ethereum onto Cardano. I mean, this project, this dApp, this group, this company, I'm telling you, it's coming. And I've been saying this now for a year and a half. It's coming. Really quick, for those of you guys that are familiar with Crow Trader, it's crowtrader.com. Obviously, links in the description. Check it out. Download the evaluation. I divorced a nagging wife. My wife has never nagged me. My wife in 10 years has never nagged me. Where you get somebody who's constantly like, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? When are you going to take care of this? When are you going to take care of that? I need this. I need that. Blah, blah, blah. What are you going to do? When are you going to move? When are you going to do? My wife has never nag me. Like, you know, it's funny because listen, my wife is amazing, flat out. Like, we all have issues. Like, she's not the most emotional person. She, like, when, like, the first year of us dating, I used to call her my ice queen because she's like stone cold killer. But once you realize like who she is, she's the most beautiful, soft, loving person ever. It's just, she has a lot of walls and barriers because she's like me. She doesn't put up with bullshit, and she doesn't put up with liars and shady people, and like she's just very straight up. I mean, we're very similar people. She's just a mini me. Like, she's a mini, much prettier version of me in a lot of ways. The big difference is I'm an emotional basket case all the time because I feel everything. I get drained a lot. I feel like if we're watching something and it's emotional, I get really drained. If we're groups of people, it's weird. Like, I just somehow get affected and I just want to take a nap. I just get tired. And like, I somehow, and my wife is just like cold. Like, she's just good. I don't know. We definitely complement each other. Her strengths are my weaknesses, my strengths are her weaknesses, so we support each other well. And if you blend us together, we make two average sized people, so it fits. So anyway, I want to show you guys real quick. You can experiment with this. If you are not in the US, you get the luxury of trading on Binance. These are all of the Binance pairs against Bitcoin that you can basically trade with on CrowTrader. Okay, 399 opportunities there for some big trades, and that's great. I already missed my Binance, quite frankly. I'm forced into using Binance US, and that's probably not 399. Yeah, no, that's not 399 pairs. That's probably 100 pairs. This is all I can trade on Binance US. This is what I'm limited to. And you know, Coinbase Pro, you have a lot more options. The problem with Coinbase Pro, and now some of the CrowTrader users in the chat are saying the fees aren't that big of a deal. But I know that if you're trading, from what I understood, if you're trading less than like $10,000 worth of whatever at a time, they really ding you with higher fees. And so I just don't mess with Coinbase. Like, it's just not, to me, it's not worth it, especially for like small trades. So basically, I just trade what I know and love and what I'm into. I'll trade Cardano, I'll trade Chainlink, I'll trade Uniswap, and right now I'm trading Tezos, but that's just been kind of a pain. It's starting to come up now, but I've been in this trade. The first Tezos trade, it's still down 7%, but it's up. It was negative like 15% yesterday, and I've forced DCA'd. I can't even DCA anymore. Oh yeah, I can. It just had to load. So if, like, let's say, look at all these DCAs. I've been DCAing all the way down. I've been doing this manually just because I'm like, all right, I want to get out of Tezos and I might turn off the pair. But I first entered up here, and the last DCA was down here, and it's been starting to come up. And so what I noticed was, if I look at it, and if I'm maxing out my DCAs, like if I set it up to run like a 5 DCA set, and it goes even lower, I'll manually DCA from there, especially if my other pairs are trading well and I'm not even running into any DCA there. Then I'll just manually buy a DCA, and that will lower my overall P&L average, which means by doing that, I can get out of that trade faster at profit than having to wait for the price to come all the way back up here. So from all the DCAs I've done in the price movement, I'm currently only down 7.33%, but I know if I were to chart this, that's a pretty significant drop that I basically avoided by DCAing. So the DCA functionality of CrowTrader is extremely useful, and I love it because I DCA instead of using stop losses. I don't use stop losses when I'm bot trading. Everybody has their own way of doing things. That's just how I do them personally. But yeah, check out CrowTrader and start playing with it. Join the Telegram community. There are tutorial videos. So when you download it, there are some tutorial videos showing you different things, and documentation is coming soon. So there are going to be documents in here about all the different stuff. Here's one, paper trading, explaining like the paper trading process and so forth. And so yeah, we're adding stuff. There's content that's coming to the bot, and this is all stuff you can find within the bot that you can use right now. You can do back testing and paper trading all for free, and get familiar with it. So I'm telling you, if you think that bot trading is a joke or isn't profitable or whatever, I'm telling you, you're wrong. It can do very, very well, but it's always risky, like everything else. Paper trading results, back testing results, live trading results, they can all be different, even with the same settings, because there's a difference between pulling information from historical candles and the bot working through an API on an exchange working on future candles. So keep that in mind. And sometimes the exchanges do make changes to their APIs that'll throw the bot off, and then we got to go in and fix it. So it's not 100% foolproof. No bot is, but this is definitely by far the easiest bot out there, in my opinion, to set up, to use, to learn how to perfect, and really be able to tweak your settings. So, and I've done videos showing a lot of this stuff, so I won't bother you with it now, but yeah, it's good stuff. I don't even know how long I've been on. I'm gonna take a quick look at chat. Tezos is gonna have a nice return soon. I hope so. Glad to hear that crazy voice. Show me your tattooed arms. Here you go. My tattooed arms. What about Doge? I got 300K. Listen, folks, I don't touch Dogecoin. I don't know what Elon Musk's. I honestly think Elon gets a kick out of telling people like Doge to the moon and this and that. He's joining the joke. I think people are trying to tell him, dude, don't you know Dogecoin's a meme, it's a joke? And he's like, yeah, I get it, that's why I'm doing it, because it's funny. And then I watch all these freaking people run out and buy Dogecoin because they think it's going to go to the moon. I don't necessarily think that's the case. Feature Crow's World under your channel so people find it easily. Oh, I guess that is a good idea. BitBoy News, hopefully that's not just a spammer. Cardano Crow, let's go. Oh, I will tell you this. This is inside. Well, I mean, it's something I'm excited about. I am working on a NFT series that is going to be well, the cards are going to be cool. The art is going to be cool. And every card is going to unlock a clue. You're going to need all the cards to get all the clues necessary to unlock a private key that will contain Cardano. Once all the clues have been put together, everything deciphered and solved, it will unlock a seed phrase that will unlock a Cardano wallet. Now, what's the other thing to it? I shouldn't even say it all yet. I should just launch it, but it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Basically, there's gonna be a percentage of every sale, every secondary market sale of these these NFTs. A percentage of those sales gonna go into that wallet, and it's basically gonna keep going up based off of, you know, secondary market sales, churning as people are gathering all the clues and this and that, and a percentage of those are going to go into this wallet until somebody deciphers it all and figures it out and unlocks the wallet and takes it. And I don't think anybody's ever done anything like that before. Now that I'm doing this video, there are probably going to be people out there trying to copy it. But it'll be cool. Fine, now you'll notice me with Ben's account. Okay, what's up, man? Wow, very interesting. Yeah, it's just going to be a fun thing. And on top of that, even once all is said and done, the cards themselves are going to be very rare. They're going to have exclusive art because I'm hiring an artist to do this with me, and working on them now. And I've got a couple other series as well that I'm working on that I think are going to be really cool. Crow, Cell announced migration to Cardano. Really now? I'll have to check that out because I haven't seen it. Don't tell a woman anything for dinner is fine. Well, my wife knows what I like and what I don't like. Every once in a while, she'll throw something super, super healthy at me. But yeah. Crow, did you watch Cardano 360 conference? Yes, I was in there. I think I said crow your coins in the 360 chat. Why don't you utilize a VPN to use Binance? Because I don't think that's legal. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. you know, yeah, I'm still a fan of Dragon Chain. I think they're going to come up and do fun things. But yeah, I don't use VPNs to access exchanges because it's likely just asking for trouble, and I'm just not about trouble. Lottery is illegal without a license. I don't think that's a lottery. It's not a game of chance. Maybe I'll look into that, because if you have a perception that what I just described is some kind of lottery, it's not a lottery at all. It's you have to solve a puzzle. You have to solve things. Did Carl motivate your new thumbnails? I don't even know what you're talking about. What's up, Crypto Face? I just play around with my thumbnails, that's all. Crow was on today's IOHK360 update. Sell migration to Cardano. Listen, everybody's going to migrate to Cardano. And yes, I've been on Alex Mashinsky for a long time now, trying to sell him on Cardano, and I finally broke him. I mean, he announced as much for the most part live on my channel when I had him and Charles on. And I know they've been working in meetings since then. So I know some big stuff's likely going to happen, but I haven't seen any official announcements. I'll have to go look those up. Skyline, absolutely. I love my Skyline. Gold Star isn't bad if it's all you got, but I like Skyline. She could end up presenting that in the future. So are you still doing the ATMs? I still have them. I am doing them, but I brought on a partner to take over, and he's a retired police officer, and he's going to take over and run it for me, because he's retiring as a police officer. He's big into crypto now. I kind of sucked him into my world, and I trust him. He's a super nice guy, and he can make pickups with a pistol. So, you know, what better? But yeah, we're still working on some of that stuff. I haven't placed them all yet. It's crazy because there's a lot of just shady stuff on some of these other companies do to try and be competitive, and they sell these, like, you know, foreign, you know, gas station owners on a pipe dream that's like garbage. But you have to compete with that, and I'm still trying to figure out the honest way of doing that, and still like be impressive enough that they want to like do business with us instead. Chicken wings, all drums, man. If I go to Hooters or if I go somewhere, I get all drums. I don't like wings, or flats as you call them. I don't do the flats. I don't like that. What platform is on the background? That is TradingView. That is TradingView, but I will switch this. Oh, let's see. Yeah, switch it. There's my Atani. You know what they need to do is they need to add, oh, it's right here. You can kind of see, they need to make that brighter. Let's go ahead and make that bright white there, Atani folks, so that people can see it. It's so grayed and shaded, you can barely tell, but that's good branding right there. So anyway, yeah, that's Atani. Download it for free. Try it out. I mean, honestly, I use my Atani in connection with my trading bot, because if for whatever reason if there's a bug or like an exchange changes its API or something like that, then I just pull up my Atani and I can make a manual trade to get in or out of a position quick. So I don't need to worry about it. And then I just kind of reset the pair on my bot and I'm good to go. It just makes things easier, and I can chart here, and I can do anything here, and I can do it over multiple exchanges. So I'm telling you, if you download Atani, if you're doing any kind of manual trading, you're gonna like it. You really will like it. Should I sell BNB now? Here's the thing: I'll never tell you guys what to buy and sell. I just won't. It's not my place to tell you what to buy and sell. What I'm always trying to push you guys to do is to educate yourselves. Atani, not Avanti. By the way, Avanti is awesome. Thanks for the review. It's Atani. Also have Atani. Just need Hoskinson in chat now. BitBoy is now in Ada Maxi. Listen, my job as the king of Cardano. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally messing around. Listen, I mean, anybody with anybody who puts the time into researching Cardano and where it started, where it's been, where it is now, and where it's planning to go for the future based on its track record so far, it's hard to deny Cardano is going to take over. I mean, just an opinion, but I'm guessing that this here is the is 7D basically dumping their Bitcoin right now as they're accumulating Cardano as Cardano rises. I mean, I think that's what we're seeing. I'm guessing. I don't know for sure. Let's make this a little smaller, because you can see pretty clearly that ADA's pumping against Ethereum yet again as Bitcoin is dropping. So, do you like Engine? I haven't followed it very much, to be honest, so it's hard to say. King Crodano. Met DeCrow in Cincinnati a while back. What up, J-Mac? You did say buy Cardano. Liar. Maybe I have. I don't know. I don't try to. I try to just say, this is what I'm doing. I bought it. I try to tell you what I do and let you guys decide for yourselves. Like, what do you think is going to be best? You are the king of Cardano, Crow. You are the king of Cardano. The moon is going to Cardano. I just tell people they are starting to turn on everything now. King Ragnar, are you still following Ikami? No, I'm not. I haven't seen much about Ikami in quite a while, so I don't know much about what's happening with them. Crow, thoughts on Elon trolling Cardano? I just think Elon is just being silly. I think he's messing with people. I truly do. Because he likes to mess with people, I messed with him a little bit. He'll probably never see it. I love Elon Musk. Like, I truly, to me, I tell my wife all the time, and sometimes I even get a little emotional talking about Elon, because I'm like, Elon Musk is the Einstein of today. He's truly a living legend. I try to listen to everything he does, everything he says. The way he thinks about things and looks at things is unlike, I think, anybody else. And I feel like, I watched a documentary about his life, his upbringing and everything. I'm like, he reminded me of me as a young boy, just way smarter. And marry him. Well, I don't think that would work out for either of us. But I love Elon Musk. Obviously anybody would love to have him on their channel. I would love to just talk to him and listen. But he also has a sense of humor. And I think that he has a dark sense of humor in some ways. And, I just think he's messing with people on Twitter, because he knows everything he does just has a big reaction, a big response. I'd probably do the same thing. I mean, the guy sold flamethrowers as merch, as company merch. Excuse me. So anyway, I'll throw a link to the Crow's World channel up, because I'm getting ready to load up another like 6 shorts. So Elon has no filter, full-time genius, part-time troll. And I love that. I love it. Elon Musk is one of those people that, if you could spend even 30 minutes with somebody like that, that is like a gift. I truly believe. And I don't put many people on a pedestal. I really don't. But Elon Musk is just on a different level to like the majority of humanity. And he's somebody that resonates well with me, because I get it. Congrats on 110,000. You are starting to go up like Cardano. Well, if I could get on BitBoy's channel every day, then I'd probably get to a couple 100,000 pretty quick. That'd be a really good thing. Hey, Crow, glad to have caught you live again. I think Elon is one of the greatest minds on our planet for the moment, and totally agree on the humoristic side of him. Greetings from Finland. Well, greetings. Yeah, I totally agree. Elon Musk sells CO2 reduction, yet buys the dirtiest coin on the planet, double-faced. How's it going, Aluminum? It's going well. Trying to get his support to Cardano then. Elon Musk is not stupid. You're crazy. Crow, let's get you to 500k subs like BitBoy. I don't see that ever happening, quite frankly. I don't think 500,000 people want to see some middle-aged dude just ranting and yelling and talking about crypto on YouTube. I'm just hazarding a guess. Less anger, more laughter. Hello, my fellow Cardano brother. I bet there are a ton of people in here that wish they had more fiat to invest in any one of these ADA, etc. Thank you for your video of 765 Cardano. I bought 100,000 ADA at 8 UK pence. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it was good. And it was 785, not 65, but close enough. How to choose the right pool for ADA stacking. What do you have to pay attention to? Blocks, really. Like the Cardano node, the first Cardano node, CROW, is just continued to do very, very well. The second node, for whatever, we've been running into different issues. And my developer has been all over it lately because he's been getting blown up by people like, why am I not getting rewards? What's happening here? And so he's trying to research like what is different about the second node, because he set it up the same way, but it's been missing a few blocks, I'm not gonna lie. So he's trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, you just explained BitBoy melee draining and talking crypto. Oh, well, you know. I'm not as pretty as BitBoy. I'm like a big ogre. You are far better than BitBoy. Every coin is going to the moon with him. You know, likely for the next 6 months, he's probably right. It's a matter of what is going to stand, what is going to move beyond this current cycle. I watched Born a Champion. What a great movie. It really, truly is. I mean, it really, truly is. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a decade. I'm sorry, but my wife could take BitBoy in a fight. Oh, you bought it at 11 cents and begging for Wi-Fi. Well, that's fantastic. I'm sure you're very happy. And I'm very happy for you. Thoughts on Zilliqa? Pull the lead out. Those are my thoughts on Zilliqa. Dress up in a crow suit. Not happening. I'd be the biggest big bird ever to exist. All right, guys. I'm going to go eat. And yeah, leave you with that. Check out the links in the description. Try Atani, it's free, you'll love it. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and then while you're at it, download Crow Trader right from crowtrader.com. Play with the evaluation version, do some back testing, paper trading, join the community, ask some questions, learn how to tweak your settings, so forth and so on. Have some fun and let me know in the comments below how well it's been treating you. And until next time, guys, crow your coins. I'll see you again soon.